Meanwhile, President Trump says he's not happy about an immigration deal reached by a bipartisan group of lawmakers. They have until Friday to come up with a plan the president will support. CBS 2's political correspondent Scott Thuman reports on what Congress is doing to try to avoid another shutdown.
Two worlds having to meet in the middle, but between them a barrier, or at least the argument over one. If they fail another possible shutdown, the president not tipping his hand just yet on if he'd sign the newest deal with significantly less than the $5.7 billion he's requested.
I have to study it. I'm not happy about it. It's not doing the trick, but I'm adding things to it. And when you add whatever I have to add, it's all going to happen.
Of course, Congress has to pass it first. Lawmakers we talked to from both parties seem on board.
I'm just hoping we get through it. Yep, thank you.
Thank you. We've gotten a deal. That's good. Let's make it happen and not scare people about another shutdown.
No one can stomach another shutdown. They did the best they could with what they had to work with.
Preliminary reporting is it includes just under $1.4 billion for about 55 miles of fencing, not a concrete wall and not the 200 miles Trump wants. It would also boost spending, though, for more detention center space and beds that some Democrats opposed. The compromise could avoid a fourth shutdown in this roller coaster relationship.
We lost $3 billion that we won't recover from the last shutdown, never mind all of the harm to all those individuals.
But there is pressure on the president and party mounting by conservative voices, urging them to say no. Ann Coulter called Trump afraid, and Sean Hannity described the deal as garbage. There are scenarios where the budget could pass and get Trump's signature, and then he would try to shift around unused, unrelated funds to pay for border construction, though that could be challenged. He also says he could declare that national emergency. In Washington, I'm Scott Thuman.
Now let's move on to our national question of the day. If a budget agreement is not reached, what should happen? Head to idahonews.com and let us know what you think. Hover over the News tab in the top left corner of the screen, then you'll see the drop-down menu with Question of the Day option.